As you all know, XXXTentacion has passed away. I didn't know about him, I didn't know about his music, but from what people told me and from what I've learned, it seems that this was a pretty chill, down-to-earth, positive vibe type of person who probably had a couple stumbles on that rocky road that we call life. So he was recently murdered. And some people don't want to accept this, coming up with some ridiculous conspiracy theories. I personally think that he did die, especially because we have confirmation from the authorities. Not only that, but we also have confirmation that they've actually caught the actual person who killed him. But that doesn't matter to conspiracy theorists. Without conspiracies, what would they be? Just regular people. So they have to come up with conspiracy theories. I want to take the chance to talk about some of these conspiracy theories and how ridiculous they really are. Some fans have gone as far to say that he's faked his own death. There has been speculation by some fans on social media that the rapper is still alive and faked his own death, despite official confirmation of his passing by authorities. Some of the theories go so far that it's too much for me to go into, and really, I can't do it. I mean, I don't have the fucking nerves to do it. It drives me nuts knowing that people think this way. Here's a small example. This person here has tweeted out several tweets listing reasons why XXX is not dead. Some of the reasons are so ridiculous and preposterous that I would never even think of covering it. But I want to talk about this one right here, only because it's right here and it's easy for me to get to. Number 3, it's a known fact that he is mentally ill and struggles with depression and suicidal thoughts. His lyrics and message often show that. That brings me to suspect the amount of conspiracy in his life, along with the overwhelming fame, caused him to want to fake his own death. Now, this is very stupid to me. If a person is suicidal, they most likely don't want to fake their death. They want to go ahead and do it. That, by definition, is being suicidal. I think this man says this because he's referring to a video where XXX actually shows something that may have hinted to him committing suicide, when in fact it was part of a video shoot. But again, let's not forget that this has been confirmed by the authorities and a person has been caught. You would think that that would make the conspiracy theories break up into tiny little pieces so small that you can't even see them with the naked eye. But that's not the case. A lot of people are confused by old videos. They're confused by an old video that has been circulating of the rapper saying that he was still alive and that his apparent death was part of a music video. I touched on this a little while ago where I explained that that was part of a music video and it seemed like he was committing suicide, but that wasn't the case. That right there is for all the bandwagon people. That's what I call it. It's for people who didn't really know about XXX but decided to go ahead and follow him, saw this video and decided to say, oh shit, he's faking it. Had you been a fan of him, you would have seen this video already, because that was from August 2017. But then again, some people may just want to believe what they want to believe. Apart from the ridiculous conspiracy theories surrounding his death and saying that he is actually alive, some conspiracy theories go even deeper, saying that he predicted his own death. There's an undated Instagram live video where XXXTentacion raised the possibility of his death. He goes on to talk about if he dies in a tragic death, he wishes that the kids would perceive his message of happiness and living a good life. This was a person who often talked about depression because he suffered from depression. And as one of these Twitter conspiracy users pointed out, the man was suicidal, so of course he was going to talk about his possible death. It was probably at the back of his head many times. There has also been speculation by fans that lyrics from Drake's latest single, I'm Upset, could have foreshadowed XXXTentacion's death. The specific lyric they're talking about is the one right here that says, end up getting loose and getting pictures from my ex, SMS, XXX. That's the only time I ever shoot below the neck. You see, this to me is funny because people often take things out of context and make it their own. While it may look like this has something to do with the shooting that happened to XXX, in reality, it appears that the rapper is actually referring to sending explicit and intimate photos to a romantic interest with the lyrics in question. When I want to get through people's heads today is that I understand that this was a rapper that you guys loved and thought was great. But just because you felt that way about this person doesn't mean that they can't die. It happens. This is life. We are human by nature. That's what's supposed to happen. Maybe it happened too early, but it was gonna happen regardless, whether it be of old age, disease, or a gunshot like what happened to XXX. It's what's most sure in life, death. So we need to understand that this is something that happens. This is kind of like what happened with Tupac. When Tupac died, people were saying that he wasn't dead. I mean, I've been waiting for Tupac to come ever since he died. I'm pretty sure that Tupac would return knowing that rap is in the hands of this, and that. Don't you think that if Tupac was sitting in his home right now and he saw the state of hip hop right now, he would jump up off his chair and be like, oh my god, I need to come back. Fuck that, I gotta come back. Don't you think so? Because I do. People die and that's what happens. Conspiracy theories are just there to feed the imaginations of those who can't accept reality. And with that being said, what do you guys think? Please tell me that you're smart enough to understand that a big part of life is death. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure to click the like button if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're not. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.
All my diamonds, they black new. She don't mess with you cause you a whack new. In the club and I'm slapping new. Need a runway, I'm finna take off. Cushion knock your face off. One made one like steak sauce. Run into the green like a play golf. I'm tried on, not cop it. Cause I'm hating new. Just stop it. Cause I'm hating new. They jocking like a rubber band, I'm popping.